As part of their announcement today, Optimism published their tweet, a blog post, and some documentation with specifics on the airdrop criteria. I'll make sure to put all the links below, but right now let's look at the specifics and the documentation. There were two major criteria for airdrop number 2. And by looking at this criteria, you can get an idea of what is actually important to the Optimism team, which gives clues for future airdrops. The real substance of this airdrop comes to those who qualified for the governance delegation reward. The criteria for this is that the number of OP that you had delegated to Optimism governance times the number of days is greater than 2,000. For example, if you had 20 OP delegated for 100 days, you would meet that minimum delegation criteria. The actual rewards that you get from that delegation follow this formula. If you had only just met the minimum requirement of delegating 20 OP for 100 days and you had this 2,000 OP total, that would equal about 2.3 OP tokens in the airdrop. Obviously, it's not that much, but if you had delegated 2,000 OP tokens over those 100 days, you'd be receiving an additional 235 tokens. And that's just the base number for this category of reward. The reason that the Optimism team decided to choose this as the main criteria is because governance is key to the success of Optimism. Optimism's governance innovations with retroactive public goods funding are just as important as their technological innovations. I've talked about this in detail in the past on my channel, but I'll be sure to link those videos below. The second criteria for rewards from this airdrop is the gas usage reward. But unless you're a super user of Optimism, this reward is likely to be much smaller. It's really more of a rebate for all the gas that you spent while using Optimism. In order to qualify, you need to spend at least $6.10 worth of gas in Optimism transaction fees. And the reward amount would be 80% of this gas fee, plus whatever multipliers you'll get. One thing we've learned from airdrops in the past is that they are plagued by Sybil attacks. People writing programs to automatically go and do everything they can to farm every airdrop. This gas usage reward is anti-Sybil by definition, because you're only getting back a part of the gas that you paid into the Optimism ecosystem. But for any powered users of Optimism, it is paying them back for the gas they spent. In addition, there are 4 bonuses that will multiply the amount of tokens that you're eligible for. If you qualify for 1, you get a 5% bonus, for 2, 10% bonus, 3, a 50% bonus, and if you qualify for all 4, you'll get a 100% bonus, which means that if you qualify for all 4, looking at the gas fee rebate, you'll be getting back almost double what you put into the ecosystem. So the first attribute was having delegated at least 20 OP at the time of the snapshot. The second attribute was having delegated 54,000 total OP times the number of days. The reason they chose this number is because that amount was the minimum reward received from airdrop 1 multiplied by 200 days. So if you delegated your first airdrop and left it there, you would be eligible for both of these multipliers. The next multiplier is addresses that made transactions on Optimism in at least 6 different months. And the last one is addresses that have spent at least $20 in gas fees on Optimism. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get into the juicy stuff and see how many tokens you specifically have qualified for and what you need to do right now so that you don't miss out on the 500 million tokens that are up for grabs in future airdrops. First, go to the official Optimism delegates page, which I'll link in the description. Then hit this connect button and make sure that your wallet is connected to Optimism mainnet. So then once you're connected, you should see your total voting power. I have just around 900 tokens. And your current delegate, if there is any. One thing that was not a qualification for airdrop number 2, but may very well be in the future, is how active your delegate is in the votes, which is why I suggest choosing someone that is active in Optimism governance. I would love to be your delegate. I've been extremely active in Optimism governance, and I pledge to have a 100% voting record going forward. If you want to delegate to me, just search for Michael, and I should pop up. Click on my delegate page, and then hit select as delegate. At this point, all you have to do is hit delegate and then confirm the transaction in your wallet. And there you have it. That's everything you need to know about this airdrop and how you can become eligible for airdrops in the future by delegating. If you want to learn more about Optimism, check out my video about why Optimism is the most ambitious project in crypto. Or check out my other video about the upcoming Bedrock upgrade, which is really a paradigm shift for layer 2 networks and will put Optimism in the lead. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.